Hi there. So, since I've been adding videos on YouTube lately with my cover videos, I thought I might as well start doing vlogs now with the pandemic and the quarantine happening. And I thought on this video, I kind of share my thoughts on what's happening with that. We're starting to ease up on all of the restrictions and whatnot, and we're supposed to somewhat go back to normal. And I'll share my thoughts on how I think we're never going to have normal again, or what we think as normal. And I think that's going to all change now. And I plan to try and release a video probably every week now. And I'm actually planning next week, I'm actually going to do a video sort of featuring this guy here, my custom V. Since a lot of people have actually been asking about it since I did my cover videos, making comments and asking about the origins of this guitar. So I thought I'm going to do a video for next week and kind of explain more, and I'll feature that guitar. So for this week, I just wanted to share my thoughts in a vlog. So COVID-19. So I don't think we're ever going to go back to normal. I think now with everything that's happened, I think the social distancing, we're going to see a big change. We've definitely seen it in the sports industry now with not being able to have big events. Myself, I'm a big hockey fan, and of course I'm missing my Flames games. I actually had tickets to a game at the end of March, and of course we haven't even gotten a refund yet on our tickets, and we don't know what's going to happen with that. They're talking about, finishing the NHL season now in some arena somewhere, no fans in the stands, and I don't know how the sports will actually be able to keep going financially this way. So we'll see what happens. And of course, this also plays into the music industry. Especially live concerts and festivals, and not being able to be so close to each other. How is that going to work? And how is that going to plan for the future? Especially myself being a musician, how am I going to be able to play live again? Like, how are venues going to be able to cope with not having, like, even now they're talking about, capacity at 50% maximum. And I just saw a post about there's going to be moshing's going to be banned, and crowd surfing and all this. So it's kind of like, how is this going to play, into the future? And at the same time, the music industry, like, I think now we're going to see a big fall in the major labels because they're not going to make any money. They're having hard enough time, as we think they are, making money off of the album revenues. Now especially musicians, most of them making their money playing live, and now especially so many tours were canceled, no revenues coming in at all to the music industry at all, these record labels. So I don't know how they're going to be surviving, if they're going to survive, especially now with musicians being able to do so much on their own, be much more independent, just like my own band Siren is. I think that from now on, it's going to be that way, where it's going to be more the independent artists will be more their own business. And I think we are going to see the fall of the major labels, and that's just my opinion. Now, also, I wanted to talk a bit about the whole COVID, and, there's conspiracy theories that are out there, and I find some of them kind of funny and fascinating. And my favorite one, actually, is my own mother. I was speaking with her the other day, and she believes that all the governments got together and basically created the coronavirus in an effort to reduce the population because there's too many seniors that are living off of the system. So many have retired, so many of them are living off of, the retirement, the CPP and whatnot. So her thought is that it's I call it hashtag boomer remover, and that the governments are trying to reduce the population. I don't personally believe that. I do think it's just been a tragedy of something that's happened. But, history's shown us this happened 100 years ago with the major flu, right? The Spanish flu or the swine flu has had a couple of names, but this has already happened before, and we kind of didn't learn from that. And what's interesting is that I've seen a couple of videos, a couple of lecture talks from about 4 years ago. I've watched two, one from Bill Gates and one also from Obama after he was president, and they both predicted this. So I know the conspiracy theorists are going to say, well, the governments are going to have something to do with this, but at the same time, we didn't prepare when these guys kind of said they could foresee this happening, and nothing happened. They didn't prepare for this. And I kind of always wondered if our society would go to this where, single file, you have to go down, follow the arrow down the lane, right, in the grocery store, to go down the aisle. I kind of find that funny in itself, having to, you're avoiding everyone. You can't go close to anybody. And I think that's going to be our society moving forward. So, sorry. Keep calm and drink tea. Eh? So, for myself now, moving forward, I think, I don't know with our society and how different it's going to be. It'll definitely be interesting. I don't think we're ever going to have a normal again like we were so used to. I just don't see it being normal again. Everybody's going to be so paranoid and so cautious now that I don't think we're ever going to be the way we were before. And now this brings up to music. Being a musician, playing live. I love playing live. I love being on the stage, but I don't know how that's going to play now going into the future. And at the same time, it's kind of affected my own mental thoughts. It kind of made me depressed as well. Like, how am I going to see the future for myself playing music, right? So for the last while, I've actually been concentrating on, making cover videos, doing stuff more at home, because obviously you can't really spend time with your bandmates. You can't really jam much because of the social distancing aspect. So I don't know how that's going to play out for myself in the future. I am going to record a solo album now, just because I have this free time. I've had a lot of extra free time to just sit at home, write. I've been putting together some of the music I've had for, a number of years. I had actually started a vlog video on my old YouTube channel a while back. And at that time, I was planning to just keep documenting, do a solo album, but of course things happened. I did join Siren at that time, and things. I got busy, right? Things get busy, so now I have a lot of free time, right? I do have a day job, and that's been a big, adjustment as well, where I'm working from home every day. Where before I used to travel downtown Calgary and I was at the office, and one day a week I used to be able to work from home. So now it's changed where I'm home every day. So of course it's cut down my commute time. It used to take me about 50 minutes to commute downtown, 50 minutes to get home at the end of the day. So now I get almost an extra 2 hours of every day at home. And of course, you get a bit of cabin fever as well. You don't go out and do as much. My vehicle, my car, I put gas in it the last time was over 6 weeks ago. So that tells you how little I'm actually driving. So this is going to be a big change moving forward, right? It's just, I don't know. They're talking about us going back to our offices in June. I don't know how that's going to play out. I'm a bit, I told my own manager, I'm afraid about going on transit a bit. So we'll see how that kind of works and how that plays. But I can see more businesses now that they've made a way to make it work that you could work from home. I think more businesses are going to start doing this now. But, and I kind of got a little off track there. But for myself musically, I know that things are going to be different. I've got other projects that I've kind of got going or tried to get going. I've got Raged as well with Max. We've written some music. I'm working on lyrics, but I don't know when we're ever going to jam. He lives 45 minutes away from me. We're talking about putting a band together, but I don't know. It's going to take a bit of time. On the side, I am working on my vocals. We're going to keep writing some music, but I don't know, to get a band together, and are we going to be able to play live again? All right. Because that kind of a little bit defeats the purpose. I'm a creative person. So, of course, I want to get out my creative outlet and write music. It's just in me to do that. But at the same time, it's like you got to have that, that avenue to do that, to be able to play the music live, of course, and record. Solo album is just that. I don't know if I'll ever play the material live, but it's something for me to do creatively. And then I've actually got another project I'm starting to talk about now that I'm not going to say too much about, but it's like at the same time, we're hoping that that could maybe play live later on. You know, once maybe if we do get some sort of normalcy again to being able to go to bars and pubs, maybe we could have live cover bands again. I don't know. A lot of people weren't going to see them as it was before this happened. I'm kind of hoping that once bars get open again, that people are really going to want to hear some good feeling music, you know, and want to see live bands. So we're kind of talking about maybe starting a cover band for that kind of stuff. So I don't know how that's going to play out. It's going to be really interesting. So that's pretty much where I am right now. And I kind of just wanted to put together a little video to kind of just talk a little bit about the stuff going on. Oh, excuse me. Need more tea. So that's my video for today. So yeah, and if you want to subscribe, you know, keep on top of what my videos, what I'm doing. And like I said, next week I'll have a video on my custom V guitar. One of a kind, nothing quite like it in the world. So, and I love it a lot. Otherwise, you know, please, you know, keep up with my band Siren. We did record a whole album. And I released it in January. We did play a lot of the material live prior, but now it's kind of, we're stuck on a hiatus pretty much, as a lot of bands are. You know, I follow on Facebook and I'm seeing a lot of bands are in the same situation, and it sucks. It really does. So a lot of bands are probably going to be recording new music. I'm just hoping that everybody's going to be able to play again live. I really am. I kind of miss it. I miss being on stage. So yeah, so anyway, I will have videos every week, and we'll see what happens from there. Cheers, stay safe, stay healthy. Hopefully, you know, day goes on, shred on.